Yeah, let's not do Jebediah's quest right away. Let's do this one, because it seems a little bit simpler. You lost? Inquires the guard with a scowl. No, Sarah sent me. The scav looks you over one more time, but steps aside without comment. Why the high security? Too many crews out looking for an easy score these days. We like to shift our merch quickly and quietly. Less trouble that way. I'm going in. The so-called merch consists of 3 desiccated heads fixed to crude stands, their withered expressions frozen forever in the rictus of their dying moments more than a century ago. Whether they were mutineers or security officers in their day, they stand united now. All 3 heads sport ocular and neural uplink implants, a rich haul even if half the implants are fried. This one's a sergeant, I think. The scav points at the dented metal knob embedded in the left temple. A squad leader, maybe even TAC team if you're lucky. I am going to examine the merchandise. While you would need to extract the implants and run some tests to see if they're still functioning, other signs show problems with the tech. Superficial burns indicating a power surge, bone loss around the devices, and scar tissue indicating frequent access for repair. The data jack on the leftmost head is fried, but the ocular seems fine, whereas the ocular on the head to the right has been repaired multiple times. Not a good sign. But the data jack looks functional. Out of the 3, the Sarge, quote-unquote, is in the best shape. While the ocular was apparently destroyed by plasma fire, the squad leader and data jack show little wear and tear. Looks like this newly promoted soldier barely had time to enjoy his upgrades. I will, yeah. Sarah said you have something for her. I owe her 500 credits, so the standard package should cover it, says the scav, pointing at the heads with the standard gear. What about the squad leader? Sorry, friend. Gear that rare never stays put for long. Got a buyer on the way there here as we speak. As if on cue, the door slides open and a fully armored, heavy-set man strides into the warehouse. He's trailed by a couple of flunkies, hired, you're guessing, to squawk if anything comes up on his 6. The big man pauses for a moment like a predator sniffing the air and glances into every corner of the room. When his eyes land on you, he waits until his goggles get a read on you, then frowns. Clearly, this is a man who doesn't like surprises. Which one is mine? He nods at the grotesque heads. Sorry, buddy. First come, first serve. What's going on here, Jimmy? Asks the newcomer without looking in your direction again. You know how I feel about people wasting my time. It's nothing, Manfred. Jimmy tries for amused, but his voice is sliding down the register towards pleading. This, fella was just making a joke, right, mister? With a smile like a rictus, Jimmy's head swivels in your direction and he hisses, Get the fuck out of here now. Nobody talks to you that way. Nobody. Don't do it, kid, the newcomer says in a relaxed way as if talking about a risky shot in billiards. And maybe you'll live to see the dawn. Jimmy takes a step back, his hand sliding in an entirely unsubtle way towards his gun. If you follow through, you'll have to fight all 5 of them. Well, I will probably want to fight all 5 of them because I want the things. Unfortunately, I will die. You aren't a violent man, but that fancy implant isn't the kind of thing you just stumble on in a scav camp. And if these folks are willing to die for it, that only confirms its value. Attack. I will perish, though. This is about as straightforward as it gets when it comes to us dying. Let's see. Scav goes first. That would be that scav over there. That has a weapon. I will position myself. So this is Evans. And, yeah. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Evans probably wants to go back there. Let's just give it a shot. Interesting. Overwatch. Close combat. I get staggered. I was already pretty low, pretty far down the thing. Okay, down the queue. Let's try to shoot you. What do I have here? These are regular shots. Reasonable, but should I go for a headshot though? That's 10 action points in comparison to. Well, let's go snapshots here. We're going for broke actually, and we're landing shots normally. We missed that, and that's it. Injected an aggro stim. Yeah, those are good, aren't they? And when a member of your group falls, a death timer starts running. If you manage to finish combat before it runs out, the character will live with small scars as a reminder of the event. There's no way to extend it during combat, so you better hurry not to kill your enemies. Yeah. That's not gonna happen, though. That's just not gonna happen. Ooh, nice miss. Ooh, and an Overwatch. Okay. We can definitely do this. But now we know what we're in for. Your adventure ends before it begins. You die where you were born, in a small container town in Cargo Hold 3. And your dreams to see the world, or at least to get out of the damn cargo hold, die with you. Your body will go on, shoved into the nearest biorecycler to feed the thousands of others still striving aboard the ship. We can retry? What is retry? Retry is go back. Okay, there's no retrying. There's only reloading the previous save. Alright. Then let's do something else. We could go in there. We shan't. We will do what Earl asked us to do, which was talk to Jens, actually, wasn't it? Do I know you? The man stares in your general direction, his pupils so dilated it's like looking into two bottomless holes. Yeah, Earl told me I could find you here. Oh yeah, good. You know what the job is, right? Asks Jens, looking anything but confident. If things go smoothly, I make the deal and you get paid for doing nothing. That's what I'm hoping for, of course. But if the Grangers turn weasel on us, you need to stand up and fast. Remember this, if I don't get paid, you don't get paid. Yeah, and what's the nature of the deal, exactly? The Grangers want a control module for one of their towers. I happen to have an extra one I don't need. That's it. Okay, I need time to gear up. Man, so many fights. Yeah, most of these you can avoid. You don't need to fight. But I'm not here to do the can. I'm here to do the want. So what I will do is I will... Well, let's do Whiskey Jack's request. Get Jed. Wasn't he somewhere in a green container? Somewhere. There's a passage to the outskirts? There we go. I think we're going to a new area. Yeah, it's a new area of the map. We can collect quests in here as well. I think we found somebody who is not Jed. Yeah, I thought it was a green container, but I actually got a little bit turned around. Let's see what this is about. Maybe we make a new friend. Two rough-looking men turn to focus their collective cold gaze in your direction. A badly beaten scav is moaning on the floor behind them. The thugs say nothing, waiting on you to decide what happens next. Well, I'm gonna make it my business. You take another step forward, and the thugs go for their guns. I could try impersonate, but that's not gonna happen. Initial disposition +1. What exactly happens here? Let's find out. You're about to assault an officer of the law. I'm required to warn you to avoid any misunderstandings later on. Law? Here? You gotta be kidding me, scoffs one of the thugs. They don't attack, which means they're paying attention. Well, there we go. Okay, so now we know what yellow is. We don't succeed at the check, but we are given other options later on, which is pretty awesome, actually. This could be, if you want to min-max the amount of skills that you gain, and also explore the dialogue trees, which is always fun, you may want to consider that. Yep, we're finally making the pit more civilized. Hanged 6 men from the bridge yesterday. Well, what did they do? Asks the thug, his voice suddenly squeaky. Captain says they were disturbing the peace. Say, isn't that what you boys were doing right now? What, who, us? No, sir, just a misunderstanding between friends, ain't that right? He asks the scav. Well, we succeeded. And we got the whale. We're leveling things up. That's pretty good. Get out of here. And I'm gonna wait for them to leave. Thank you, the scav says as he staggers to his feet. Fucking bastards. Friends of yours? Yeah, as of 2 weeks ago. How did they come down from the factory after falling out with the Detroit boys? They tried to roust us for protection money. We sent a hired gun to negotiate our position, but they killed him. What's, Detroit? It's the old train station in the factory. The terminals were all named for the biggest cities of the Pan American Protectorate. Well, I don't think these bastards will bother you again. Have you got time to do a little job for me? I can take you where the rest of these maggots are holed up. We can't pay credits, but we do have a disruptor in mint condition too. It's yours if you help us, plus whatever you find at their campsite. I doubt they'd leave if I ask nicely. They won't, says the scav, shaking his head. Might as well finish what I started. The sooner we go, the better, says the scav. And because this is obviously a different kind of quest, I need to go get supplies first. There is an option to not get myself involved in it right away, which is pretty great because, yeah, I need help. I need a full party if I can help it. And it's going to be a while until we do it because after we get a full party, there's some other things that we can do. Nobody here at the bar. We're just exploring this area. That's fine. Lockpick 3. We will get that. That's the sort of, Oh, how do I get that? Oh, I need to open this. Right? I don't know. Either way, yeah, that's the sort of practice we will get for lockpicking. So I'm looking forward to that. There's a trader up here. Hello. Don't miss out on these fine leather jackets, says the man in a sing-song voice. Any color you want, just try it out and see if it fits you. Those are relatively cheap. I have them already, I think. Worker jacket, yeah. This would be the... They have sneak penalty, but they don't actually penalize my armor. They don't have armor penalty. But yeah, that'd be the kind of thing that I would wear. Anyway, looking for Jed. Ooh, this is a new area. I can't get down there. This is definitely a new area. What is going on? Lockpick 2, yeah. Oh. You go up, that's, yep, engine limitations, you see. It's mostly to cut down on animations. That's basically the reason. Cool. Yeah, I don't actually know where Jed is. I think it's to the south. The green containers. It's this one. Alright, let's go in. A dark-skinned man in his 40s is reclining on the two back legs of a one-piece injection-molded plastic chair. He's balancing a 4-barreled shotgun on his knee, and it's pointed in your direction. Unlike the other junk strewn around, unlike his home itself, the shotgun is well looked after. The fuck you want? He asks, raising the bore of his weapon a little less than an inch. I love how the game just like... I know he's friendly, but you can just kill him right now. That's pretty cool. You owe 1,200 credits. What about it? Says Jed. He's obviously annoyed, but since he's already aiming a shotgun at your head, isn't sure how to express it. I'm here to collect. Son, take yourself a quick look around. Anything here you can shift for 1,200 credits, it's all yours. Ooh, I got a reputation enough for combat with that. That's interesting. Look, I'm not here to give you a hard time. I'd like to help you square away your debt. But if I go back empty-handed, soon as you fall asleep, 4 hard boys are going to come around and close the account for good. Look, sighs Jed. I don't have the money. But if you really want to help, I know a way to clear $2 grand minimum. But I can't do it alone. I'm listening. Ever heard of Black Will? His parents named him What God Will, but he shortened it to Will. A little later, some other folks tacked on the rest when they saw what kind of man he was. Yeah, I heard he was somewhere in the factory. Yeah, he was. But Black Will wore out his welcome, and right now he's laying low, conveniently close by. There are 2 more with him, at least half as black as Will. But if you back me up, me and you can do this town a favor and settle my debt, all for an afternoon's work. What do you say? My afternoon's wide open. You'd best get ready then. I'll wait for you here. Just like that. I get ready. And I say And we go. Ready? Or do you need to take a shower first? As ready as I'll ever be. Although not really. We're playing on normal difficulty. We're gonna get our asses kicked. This is likely going to put us in the brink of death, but we can retry if we die. Anyway, you follow Jed to a shoddily assembled warehouse, 4 containers welded together with the inner walls cut away to form a bigger interior. Like a magic trick, he produces an access card and swipes it through the magnetic lock. How do you want to play it? Never underestimate the power of persuasion. Shaking his head at this foolishness, Jed focuses his attention on the shotgun. Let's go through the door. We can, actually, and we have an initiative bonus here. What are we dealing with here? Only 2 people? 3 people. Yeah, we can deal with this. Jed, you show up here. You best brought me what I asked for, says a heavy-set bearded man. Registering more than 1 person at the door, he scrambles to draw his gun. You backstabbing bastard! I wouldn't advise that, friend. Captain Braxton doesn't take attacks on the regulators kindly, especially when he's offering the hand of friendship. I don't need his friendship, spits Black Will. He does lower his gun, indicating the opposite. Would you rather be his enemy? I have 2 squads standing ready for such eventuality. Just say the word. This friendship, what's it gonna cost me? Asks Will, gritting his teeth. You catch on fast, friend. 1,000 a month ought to do it. 1 month in advance, so that's 2 grand you owe us. I don't have that kind of money, Will says angrily, but even if I did, how disappointing. While Captain Braxton might be willing to help a man down on his luck, provided he can pay the bills, right? He won't tolerate a penniless troublemaker. Fucking bastard, says Will, throwing you his credit drive. A bit shy of 1,200, that's all I have, so take it or leave it. Fine, let's call it a new customer special. Have yourself a great day. And I'm gonna transfer the credits to my drive and leave. Can I assume our business is concluded? He asks. Jed does, cautiously. Yeah, consider your debt fully discharged. I like the way you handled yourself, says Jed, giving you an appraising look. I've got another debt needs settling, but it'll require some extra manpower. You get the feeling this debt is about something other than money. Another local job? No, it's in the shanties, clustered up against the engines. They call it the heart, a good way to remind folks that the reactor is the ship's heart, and it's the mutants that keep it beating. My ex-partner runs a trading post there. He'll have a small army with him, unless he's gone broke or soft. But as is usually the case, the profit is proportionate to the risk. Yeah, if we make it that far, you can definitely count on me. In the meantime, I can use your help with some unfinished business. I think I can free up some time for you. Hell yeah, and now we have Jed. Jed has some skills as well that need setting up. He's got biotech going for him. Okay, that's reasonable. Not necessarily what I was looking for, honestly, but yeah. I forgot that he had that. But, you know, you can still have a main character with redundant skills. He's got armor, which is pretty sweet, and I think more importantly, he's got a shotgun as well. That is all right. Me and him at the front, I can deal with that. He's got very low perception, but he does have a reasonable amount of constitution. Ooh, he's got a little bit of lockpick. Does he? He's got pretty good blunt as well. A 3 rather than 4. I may give him blunt. He's got steel as well. Ooh, that is fantastic. Okay. Well, I think we're stealing some stuff, aren't we? Let's get out of here. Let's explore some stuff. This is it's pretty good. Lockpicks. Still 6. Yeah, we're gonna be good. I just need, before I do anything, to get a little bit of training, I think. Does that apply to me? I'm gonna save here. Does it apply to me only? Oh, no, it doesn't. Yeah. So, Jed. Instead of Jeb, I'm Jebediah. That's not confusing at all. I can show you the basics. The rest is up to you. Do you have time for another lesson? Oh, you can just get more lessons. Lovely. And this means, now, if I go over here, that he's got lockpick 3 right now. Fantastic, and we could bring it even higher. If we want to. Wait a minute. wait a minute. There's I would say a very clear exploit. I'll just show you what the exploit is. The amount of experience... So if I go lockpick, this action can be undone. Yeah, that's why I save. The amount of experience required... Oh, the amount of experience required to level up is the same? It's 200? No, it isn't. Or maybe it is, I don't know. No, it's different per skill, per actual skill. Otherwise, what I was gonna say is, let me just reload. So, yeah, basically I reloaded just then. Basically, the longer you delay, the more experience you get out of it. But it does not seem to be how that works. Anyway, let's look at our party screen here. Lockpick. Jed. Steel. Jed. Very good. We could also select auto-assign, but yeah. Sorry. That's the first step. And I don't think I need to select my character. Yeah, Jed picked the lock. There we go. Now, what do we have? Lovely looking pistols, a flashbang, worker boots, and ammo. Loot all. Now, that matters a lot, though. I would say potentially... Flashbang... Would that be me? You wearing that? Probably. Jed, do you have... You have damaged heavy ballistic vest. It has a tremendous armor penalty. And sneak penalty, but he's not sneaky, so... It doesn't matter. And the worker boots here... They are a little bit better. Yeah, they're worse for everything. Is that the sort of stuff that I could use? Not really. What about Evans? Evans already has worker boots. Okay. But the important thing here is experience. The best education. Let's continue. Like that. Right there. Nobody bats an eye? Yep. And we have ourselves a truncheon. Lovely. This would be pretty good for Jed, I would say. Let's look. Double trouble. Why don't you compare to that? Huh. Curious. Yeah, the truncheon is a lot better. It is a little bit more action point costs. The utility bar does add stagger, which can be quite good, but the truncheon... The truncheon also adds stagger. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good. Next, what else do we have in here? The power station doesn't have anything. Oh, he may be able to get in there. Yeah, I think he is. We got a door over here. That door that was locked using the computer. Now it isn't locked using the computer. What do we have? Loot for anything valuable. Yep. We have ourselves work goggles. They're decent. And protective sleeves. Now that is something that I don't believe... No, Jed has super protective sleeves. Damaged Enforcer arm guard. He's loaded for bear, my god. What about these? So I have smart glasses. The work goggles are just better. But because they're... Oh, accuracy improvement. That may be good for Evans. No, he can't wear... Can he wear these? Yes, he can, even with that helmet. Some helmets actually cover your eyes and breather at the same time, so that's something that we need to pay attention to. And you gain experience from the module. And increase to 3. We got our electronics up to 3. Fantastic. That's beautiful. Still 2 here. For Honest Abe. Hey. 9mm ammo. And still 2 over here. .45 ammo. I perhaps should talk to everybody again just in case. No, but then I was going to say just in case I have steel interactions. But that probably is not the case due to, well, the fact that if I had, I may have seen them already. I don't know. Got 2 more. I think I talked to more. That's the appraiser. Still 4 there. Still 3 in the back. And we're already still 3. So we have medkits. And we have our... which is pretty good because we are injured. Do we want... let's actually calculate. The reason why I haven't healed is because I don't want to overdo it. But right now, a single medkit is always 10. And that's plus 2 times our bio skill. So if I go into my party thing and I max these out... and then I max these out, yeah. Does it... yeah, look at that. You can just sort of min-max. I will min-max. I will heal it like this. I don't want Evans dying, but I'll just min-max. Because, you know, why not? We can't use medkits in combat. That's why not. And we have a lockpick back here, which is lovely. We're going to get to see all these... oh no, I shouldn't have done that. Gia. A woman is half asleep in an old, worn-out chair. A half-empty bottle of whiskey on a makeshift table in front of her. When you take another step, she opens one eye and glances at you. The Lord giveth, sighs the woman, and reluctantly opens the other eye, forcing herself awake. How'd you like to make 500 credits for 5 minutes work? What? Why me? You passed 2 tests, says the woman, reaching for the bottle. First, you picked the lock on my door. To be fair, the lock was shite, but it still takes some skill. Second, you clearly have a certain moral flexibility, otherwise you wouldn't be here. Yeah, what do you want me to steal? A key, grins the woman. How else are we gonna get in? This is, I'm down for this. Why steal a key when you can pick the lock, I suppose? Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. Just, because you can pick this lock, she nods at the door, doesn't mean you can pick any lock. Some locks are way too tricky, others are hardly locks at all. At least not in the conventional sense. Why do you need me? He knows me, so he'd be on guard. That's why I need you. Who's this mysterious he? His name's Samson, ex-military by the looks of him. He favors the engine fuel bar in Camptown, but he's awfully tight-lipped, even when drunk. My guess is he came into some money, not entirely illegal, and decided to disappear. Can't find a better place than the pit, eh? He keeps a low profile and rents a cheap room, but it's all an act. I saw him skulking around in the outskirts one day and followed him. It led me straight to his stash, but it's locked tighter than a steel drum. So how do I steal his key? Easy. Let me show you. And she teaches me steal. Now, I hope it isn't me, but it very well may be. But it's still 3. It was me, right? Yeah. How about some lessons I can pay? There'll be plenty of time for that later. Jebediah's steal is increased to 3. So we get free steal. That's curious. Does that mean... you know what I'm going to do, actually? I'm going to steal everything that I just stole, but with Jebediah. And just get the lockpicks for Jed. So that way, I can have myself be the steal person and get a little bit of extra experience. Let's do that. And there it is. How about lessons I can pay? Yeah, perfect. This means that if I go in here, steal level 3, and it's going to be flat level 3 because I haven't stolen anything yet, but I will do that right now. All right, so let's look at our skills here. That's not the correct one. Our steal is still level 3, which is unfortunate, but we haven't explored much around here, so yeah, that was pretty good. What exactly did Gia ask me to do? She asked me to get Samson's key. You can find Samson in the engine fuel bar in Camptown, which is all the way to the north. Let's do another thing though. We could do the quest for that fella. The quest that is going to take us to fight, because now we have 3 people. Let's see what this is all about, because there's a sneak there that I can go in. Let's talk to this guard and see what this is about. Jebediah, Captain Braxton said you might stop by. Oh, this is Braxton's place. All right. Still 4. That's unfortunate. Can I just sneak in? You sleep inside the room, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think I can open that. I can steal a regulator badge. Noise 20. Target out of reach? Jebediah learned 25 points of sneak. Yep. Get out. You made too much noise and can't go back in. Oh, that's what that is. And this badge that we got is a shiny badge that says you have a lot of trigger-happy friends. It's a quest item. And it's a quest item because we can use it in dialogue. I may never be able to open that, and that's just a med kit. But the steal is possible. Am I gonna become like a RoboCop? That'd be pretty cool. Let's reload that. There we go. And we could go up to Braxton and chat, but we are not gonna do that because that may get a little bit heated if I'm gonna side with the Brotherhood. Not because I will be forced to fight, but because I would want to side with the Brotherhood. And when I do meet with Braxton, I do want to be a little bit on the aggressive side of things. Okay, that's another thing ticked off. Let's go to Camptown and see who we can rob. There's a lockpick there. And a few medkits. That's actually quite a lot. And a little bit of ammo. That is beautiful. We have Jimmy there from Manpower. Earl, that's the quest that we're going to do next, actually. But first I will steal like that. Ooh, that might level me up. It did not. 20 shells, though. Very nice. And, oh, steal 4. Let's see what else. I can install implants here as well. I knew there was an implant machine over here. Let's talk to the storekeeper. Are you fighting today? The storekeeper gestures at the arena. Last chance to even the odds, my friend. He points at his merchandise. And the merchandise is a freaking Warhammer. Not just that, but mostly that. Unfortunately, these things are very armor handling penalties. Sneak penalties, yeah. This is very heavy duty, which is fine. We also have the Buki, which I believe is... I don't know, because I can talk to Chef Justice. We'll talk to them in due time. But first, let's see what this is. The monitors are crowded with columns of stats and odds for upcoming trials, as well as post-trial evaluations, shooting efficiency and performance rankings for the prosecution and defense, and a list of payouts. And we will be getting into that in due time.